3 shots, per par, I just do 2. 1 putt, par 4, birdie, woohoo. New driver, info, replace, M2, par 5, fairway, what you fin do? Think I'll try to get on into, start right, good line, good view, it drew, shooter McGavin, 2 thumbs that's up high.
Bryce. It happened. The hole in one.
No, one you understand the significance of.
Yeah, like, so this is my second hole in one. My apologies for any of the pitches, because I'm like, I'm on cloud 9 right now. I'm a little fired up. But yeah, when I first got mine, I was 13 years old. I had no idea like the significance of it. That was 21 years ago. So I've been waiting 21 years to get another hole in one. And it happened today, and I had my wife and my 8-month-old son on the hole with me, which was wild. I'm gonna give you the story, Bryce. First day, I had the new lid on too. If you're not watching us, go over to On the Screws podcast over on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, and I got the new lid on, man. So we'll hopefully have these up like next week. I picked it up out of the mailbox, and Mark, who does our editing, messaged me, and he was like, "Oh, it's so nice. That's a nice lid. I got to get one. Get you guys some of the new ones that are coming out with Wave. Go check out Wave Golf Company." And yeah, I was just like, I literally picked it up out of the mailbox. But yeah, I'm playing. I'm having a decent round. I went par, double bogey from 100 yards out, which was awful. That kind of sucked. Yeah. Put one in the drink on number 4, which is a par 5. Thought I'd go for it in 2. Don't know why. I don't know. It never works on that hole. And then I got up and down, safe par. I got the scorecard here, yeah. So made a nice par on the hole, the next hole. So we get to the 6th hole, which is one of the nicest par 3s in Ontario. Faces the lake, 191 yards. I zapped the front of the green at 178, I believe. 176, something like that. And I felt like it was a little downwind, slightly downwind. And so I was looking for my carry distance. So it's extremely bright there. Everything's coming off the water. Can't really see it that well. But I struck it really well. And it was like, I hit that like little baby draw, right? So like, I heard it hit the green, and I couldn't like see, because the glare kind of comes out the water, and it was like so bright. I couldn't, like, you're like squinting. I couldn't really see it, but I was like, I knew I hit a good shot. So I walked up. I was saying like, it's not on the front of the green, and like I don't have the carry yardage to go back. And if you do carry too long, you're in the lake. Like if you're 5 yards off the back of the green, you're in the lake. So there's like a huge cliff there. You can see it if you check out Portnoy Golf. So I'm like saying like, I think like there's a shot here. I think I didn't see, I couldn't see it fall in. And so I kind of like did a look, because I almost had 2 hole outs for eagle when I was with my wife playing the other day. Like I hit that one I told you on that par 5. I think I hit it to like a couple inches. So she's just like, whatever, So anyway, I walk up, sure enough, Srixon Z-Star XV saddled in the cup there. Right in the cup, man. And the heart is just going. It was just like, what a day, man. What a hole to get it on too. Like one of the most beautiful par 3s. You got to go check it out. But yeah, give me your story, Bryce. We got to cut this one short tonight. Unfortunately, guys, we got a couple things going on here, but give me your story real quick.
Yeah, mine was actually in Windsor. It was 147 yards, and my stock pitching wedge was like 152, 153. So, I mean, I just took a little off it, but it's kind of same scenario as you. I mean, the green was like a little elevated in my case, so I couldn't really see the surface very well.
Yeah.
And then there's a little ridge that the hole was on top of, so like it made it even harder. But I mean, I pured this pitching wedge, and like I look over my buddy, like after it kind of fell out of the sky, and I was like, that could be in the hole. Like it looked so good from the tee, but I obviously couldn't see it. And then I mean, I went up first, like looking for my ball. I'm like, am I long? Am I short? Where am I? And I saw a big pitch mark, because it was a little soggy because it was still early in the season.
Right.
Saw a big pitch mark, like maybe 3 feet in front of the hole, and then I saw one maybe a foot past the hole, and they looked fresh, and I was like, my heart just starts going, right? I'm like, no way. So, and I did see a ball, so I was like, no way. So I walk up, and I just knew, like, I just walked right up and checked, because I saw those 2 pitch marks. So it must have hit, skipped once, and sucked back into the hole. So
I had that happen. It would have been an eagle. I was playing this course like up north somewhere, and I had a hit, and then make a deep pitch mark, and it went just over the hole and kind of sucked back, but it stopped. It didn't go in. I remember taking a photo of that a couple years ago, but man, what a feeling, eh? What a
Yeah,
feeling.
it's awesome.
So, you know, nothing cleaner than making a hole in one. Nothing cleaner than
Oh,
using
mine was at
Manscaped.
Roseland Country Club.
Roseland, I like it.
I was thinking of it.
Yeah, mine was hole 6, Port Hope Golf and Country Club. Go check it out. But nothing cleaner than Manscaped. Our friends over at Manscaped. If you're still listening to the pod, you know, always partnering up with these guys. Maybe I'll make a hole in one too, because I got deodorant on, spray lotion. I got the ball deodorant. Man, and obviously,
I mean, they
got
pretty much
shampoo.
help you get your hole in one.
Yeah, pretty much. So if you go over to manscaped.com and use OTS Golf, you'll get savings in money. You can go buy some more golf balls. You can probably make a hole in one as well. I don't know.
Probably.
Maybe.
I think it's direct correlation, but I don't know. We'll do further testing.
Don't know if we're allowed to legally say that, but maybe. I don't know. Who knows? So you should try.
Oh.
It'll be a good time. But
Well,
yeah, it's pretty cool. And we had a good thought. Bryce and I were saying we're gonna run an episode with any of our followers. So if you're following us at OTS Golf over on Instagram, we want to hear from you. Send us a DM. If you've had a hole in one, we want to get you on the pod. We want to do an episode, a hole in one episode. I think that would be so cool. Yep. We'll fire up, we'll block off an hour in the calendars or something like that. We'll drop you a link. You'll come on, you'll have a chat with us. Tell us about your hole in one or hole in ones or however many you've gotten. I don't know. Mm-hmm. If you have more than 3, we don't want to hear from you. Whatever.
Yeah, you just can stay off.
Yeah, you're too good. You're too good, right? But no, if you've had a few, let's hear the story. But quick 3-minute segments, maybe hop on with us. I'll edit it all together and we'll put together an episode. I think that would be amazing.
Yeah. For sure.
So yeah, if you've gotten this far with us, go use OTS Golf over on manscaped.com. You're gonna make a hole in one, probably, I think, and then send us a DM and let's get you on. Let's chat. And if you aren't on Instagram, mack@otsgolf.com is a good email to just reach out that way, and we will we'll set it up. It'll take a little bit of work, but we'll get it working. Mm-hmm. We got Hazel Golf Co. Matt Dyck from Hazel Golf Co. What a guy, man! This was such a fun episode. Great episode.
Yeah.
Made some amazing head covers. We've been so lucky to connect with a couple of guys who have made some of just the best head covers in the game. We've had Dormy, Rawhide, Pioneer, and Hazel Golf Co. And these guys are all the best in the biz. You got to listen to the story. So let's just drop it right now. Matt Dyck, Hazel Golf Co. All right, we're here with Matt Dyck from Hazel Golf Co. Matt, how are you doing?
Good. How are you? Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Anytime. And Bryce is here. Bryce, how are you doing?
Doing good. Played like crap the other day, but I'm getting over it, and we're moving on.
Yeah, I posted
Getting
a couple.
6-iron good though.
Yeah.
Not really, but yeah, I guess. Probably should have hit 5, but it's fine.
So you got 4 through pitching wedge, Bryce?
Yeah.
So you hit the pitching or 4-iron 240?
No, but yeah, close 230 probably.
Yeah, that's insane, man. That's insane. Yeah, you're Matt Dyck from Hazel Golf Co. We posted those up today, and there was so many people messaging about just a 220-yard 6-iron, no big deal. Pretty impressive. So Matt, maybe we can just jump right into it. Tell us a little bit about yourself, kind of. Let's start with yourself, and then we'll get into the brand a little bit after.
Perfect, sounds good. So 28, married, got 3 dogs at home. I got a little girl on the way. She's due in August, middle of August. Thank you. That's our first one, so we're excited for that. When I'm a welder during the day, and then in my side business, I do the head covers. I work 4/10, so I get an extra long weekend every weekend to kind of mess around with stuff, which is nice. And then when I'm not on the course, or when I'm not working, I'm on the course golfing or playing soccer.
I like that. I get an extra long weekend to go home and do work, but it's kind of like Bryce and I. We don't think of the podcast as work, and then we'll be kind of firing up audio edits or video edits and stuff like that, or even social media is a grind, man. But I don't feel like it's work, I know you mentioned. I want to give a quick shout out to your friend at the Coast Golf?
Yeah, Dan at the Coast Golf Co.
Yeah, so. Dan, thanks for listening, man. That was pretty cool. Matt was just telling us that you're listening, so really appreciate you tuning in. And we'll get him on the pod and chat about his thing down the road. But you mentioned you're 28, you're welder, and then the weekends are time to go to work, right? So how'd you get into or what may not feel like work. But how'd you get into the head cover biz?
Well, it kind of goes back to September 2019 when I got sober. I struggled to keep like my mind occupied through the first 6 months, and then was going to meetings every week and stuff. And then when the pandemic hit, meetings stopped. And so then I was like, and then they started going on Zoom, and I didn't really jive well with those Zoom meetings. Like, it didn't really fit well with me, so I needed something to keep my hands busy. So then I kind of found like a hole in the market of affordable golf accessories. And then I've been a gearhead my whole life when it comes to like sports, like with soccer, like the latest boots that are out and like the new and the best stuff. And so I was always following different pages and stuff like that. And then I always thought, I was like, there's got to be a market for people that like the everyday golfer like me and you that will get this in the bag. And kind of was like, you know what? I was like, I'm gonna go for it. So I taught myself how to design and sew head covers basically from scratch. Last time I'd sewn was grade 8 high school, so it took a little getting used to it, but I kind of figured it out now.
You do them all by hand, or do you have a sewing machine?
So I do I hand cut them all with a knife, and then I do them on a sewing machine. And then I just got an embroidery machine a couple of years ago, or probably about 6 months after starting. I was able to save up enough money from selling head covers and invested and got myself an embroidery machine to kind of one up my productivity and be able to offer different things.
Nice.
I like it. You do the hat?
No, my Dan, he got these made. I wish my embroidery machine was big enough to do hats. That's one day my next investment will be buying a bigger embroidery machine.
Yeah, because like we got the sweaters and done, sweaters done, hats done. Bryce, we're wearing the exact same thing right now, just different color. I just realized that.
Yeah.
But
That's awesome.
It's pretty cool. Like these are embroidered, the hats are embroidered. We have them like a drop shipper. So if anybody wants to go check it out, the collection's over at otsgolf.com.
Get the merch.
Yeah, get some merch. Shipping is like a nightmare, and
unless you're in the States, you're
good. They might just ship it from anywhere, man. I don't know. I have no idea how their algorithm works, and we had some people getting duty fees, and I'm paying back duty fees and stuff like that. So that's done. No more paying back duty fees. This is your notice if you buy our merch, and I don't know. You might get a duty fee. I'm not sure. Hopefully not. Yeah. But that's cool, man. Like embroidery is like, I find it to be just like next level, right?
Yep.
And here we are. You mentioned like Zoom meetings, how inconvenient they are. The three of us are on Zoom right now, which is pretty cool though, because Matt, you're out west, right?
Yeah, I'm out in Chilliwack.
Okay.
On about an hour outside of Vancouver.
Bryce is in Michigan, and I am in Toronto for just east of Toronto. So they can do some good. So wanted to ask you, Matt. So you mentioned there you got sober. So would love to learn a little bit more about yourself. So you mentioned you got sober. That's kind of what got you into the head cover business. Like it was sort of like you mentioned you were looking for something to do, right?
Yeah, basically I was looking for something to do, and kind of a funny story that goes with it is me and my buddies were booking a trip to Chambers Bay for our yearly golf trip.
Nice.
And my wife was like, yeah, you can go, but you're not spending our money on it. You got to figure out how to get your own money for this. So I was like, okay, well, then I just started the head covers up, and I was like doing some sample ones for friends and stuff. And then I was like, you know what, like, if I work on these, I could sell them and get some money for this trip. So did that, worked hard for about a month and a bit, and then was able to save up enough to pay for the trip. And then 2 weeks before the trip, they shut the borders down, and we couldn't go on the trip.
So that money is just.
Yeah,
we need sound. We need sound effects. I probably just like ruined everybody's audio there, but yeah, we need like a button that we can hit. And it's just gone. We all embezzle money to some extent for our golfing addictions, right? Like we all have that, right? So I have spots, where a couple things go here, and so we're all doing what we can, buy different golf clubs and stuff like that. That's just kind of how it is. So appreciate you sharing that with us, because what Bryce and I, we talked about that, and like last week now we had Cole Perfetti on, who plays for the Winnipeg Jets, kind of in the middle of all of us, I guess. And it was kind of cool to talk to people a little bit more. We're trying to introduce like a little bit more personality, right? We love golf. We love golf, but we want to learn a little bit more about people. And there's, maybe somebody's listening to the pod right now who is battling something or dealing with something, and they might reach out to you now and say like, hey Matt, how'd you like overcome this? Like, not sure if that's the right wording, but you know what I mean? Like, how did you, find, a safe zone or whatever it was to move on from that, struggle or difficult point in your life. So that's pretty cool. And obviously it's become Hazel Golf Co, which is pretty sweet, man. So, you guys do a lot of really good work. Can we talk a little bit about, you don't have like a specific lineup. I know, like, going through your Instagram page and stuff like that, it's all custom, like you said, right?
Yeah. So everything, like, I tried having stock of stuff, but every time I'd make some to stock up and sell, someone would want to add their initials to it, or they would want to change something on it, and I end up having to make it from scratch again. So then I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna make stuff custom from the moment you order it. It'll be one off to you, or anything on there. If anyone sees anything on the page they want to have remade, I have no problem remaking something like that.
Right. Unless it's I guess, obviously, if it was something like pretty specific to a certain person, you'd probably tweak it, I guess.
Yeah, then I've had, there's a couple ones where I said, oh no, like that person wanted a one-off, and so they had to have someone make a different choice on what they wanted. But everything's basically, there's only a couple that I've actually had to duplicate. A lot of them are one-off covers that are in a bag, which is pretty cool.
And then depending on the customization, does that depend on price or?
Yeah, so my pricing all starts with the affordability cost. The drivers start at 65.
Nice.
The fairways and hybrids start at 60. The pouches all start at 45, and alignments, the covers start at 45 as well. And it kind of goes up from there based on what the material is, what amount of customization goes into it. And prices are all in Canadian as well, and then there's shipping and taxes on top of that.
Nice. And, yeah, that's really affordable too. You don't see many fully custom head covers going for that cheap, which is awesome.
Yeah, and that type of quality too, right? Like, it's like you can go on like Amazon and get whatever, but you get what you pay for, really. So to be able to do it like an affordable way is pretty cool. You mentioned material. What typically do you go with?
So right now it's mainly synthetic leather and marine vinyl, and then I have done a few leather ones in the past, but I just have to upgrade my machine to start offering more leather options, and to keep it affordable as well. Once you get into the leather, then the price starts going up because the cost of leather is a lot more. But with the marine vinyl and the synthetic leather, it basically is almost exactly the same. Like, I have one here. I have a driver that I have on my bag right now. It's Team Canada's. They're black from the Olympics.
Yep.
Nice.
That is sweet.
The camera's picking up. So this is like the synthetic leather. It's like a pebble texture.
Yeah, I mean that pretty much looks like leather in my opinion.
It looks and feels basically just like leather.
It wears like fairly similar too. Like, I've had synthetic leather ones before. I have a real leather one as well, like a standard leather or whatever it is, and they wear like very similar too. There's not much difference. Like, most people aren't going to tell the difference between them, right? So
this one's probably seen 30 plus rounds already, and it looks like I just made it.
Nice. And so if you're not watching, if you're listening to us in the car on Apple, Spotify, something like that, go over, check it out on the Screws Podcast over on YouTube, or go check out our OTS Golf on Instagram. Click the link in the bio; it'll take you there, and you can check these out too at Hazel Golf Co, Hazel Golf Co over on Instagram if you want to have a look. Most of these will be posted there. I'm looking through your page, so they'll be kind of scattered throughout, right?
Yeah, there's plenty of to look at over there.
I can see the Canadian one right now. I am liking it right now, but it's like kind of just down in the middle, and go check it out. There's so many.
That's why I did a what's in the bag that day.
Oh, nice.
With the covers I was rocking so far, and I haven't quite changed them out. I think it was back in February, I believe I posted that one.
I gotta stop doing that though during our chats. Like during our chats, Bryce, like you get into the page and then you're just like,
I know, and then you just don't even realize what you're talking about.
Yeah, you're just kind of like scrolling through aimlessly, checking out all these sweet head covers. But yeah, definitely go check it out at Hazel Golf Co.
The Big Bird one's awesome. The yellow Big Bird. That one's good.
Thank you. That's one of my personal favorites.
I like that one. It looks so clean. It almost looks fake in that picture I was looking at. Looks good.
Do you have a favorite piece that you put together, Matt?
Yeah, probably the Big Bird one would be one of them, and the Kool-Aid Man, and probably the one I end up doing.
That thing's
I end
sweet.
up doing for Nick Taylor. That one was probably one of the cooler ones. That just the backstory behind it of having a cover on a PGA Tour's pros bag.
Yeah,
you want to get into that story real quick?
Yeah, sure. So yeah, the backstory on that one is Nick's local to where I live, and the university does a golf tournament with him every year for his charity, and I did a bunch of head covers up for them, and then I felt, you know what, this is a perfect opportunity for me to showcase my stuff to a PGA pro. So I went on his Instagram and tried to figure out like what is he into, what is he like, and at the top it says Canadian, Mario Kart 64, Washington Husky, and I'm like, perfect, I'll do him up a Mario Kart one. So I did him up Mario with a flag, riding in the cart, and then gave it to the Cody Stewart, the guy who was dealing with all the stuff, and he handed it over to him, and then sent me photos the day of Nick Taylor rocking the head cover during the round, and then my uncle called me and said, are you watching the Waste Management? I said, no. To turn it on, Nick Taylor's got your cover in his bag right now. I'm like, what? Because I didn't realize that he would actually play with it. I thought he was just like, oh yeah, he'll use it for this one charity event and put it aside. But no, he's actually using it on the tour this season, which is pretty sweet.
That's awesome.
Yeah, imagine like, you're just kind of watching number 16 Waste Management, having a good time, and yeah, you see one of your head covers. That's got to be like the dream, like that's probably it, right? You get one of the good Canadian boys on tour, PGA Tour winner. Nick Taylor won at Pebble, I believe, in 2019 or something. So
2019 he won the Pro-Am.
Yeah. So he's got a Mario Kart. I see it here. You got Team TaylorMade stitch in there. Like, it's pretty intricate. I like that, man. That's a nice cover.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I kind of like I like the pouches as well. Are pretty sweet. And then there was like the Augusta one that we were talking about, the one that's like it's the SoCal Masters, I think, for the Amateur Players Tour, which is that with Andrew?
Yeah, so it's with their SoCal chapter, but Andrew's the Toronto chapter.
Okay, yeah. So we've had Andrew on in the past, and then I know you've done some up for friend of the pod, past guest as well. Hopefully, future PGA Tour player Lucas Noni. So I was out with him in February. I didn't think to like grab them, have a look at them. Like I should have, man. Should have checked them out a little bit. But we were dealing with some hail and stuff. The 14 holes that I got to play, we were 9 of them alone. And
oh, you were part of that round with the crazy hail that was coming.
That was me, man. Yeah,
I saw him post some of that.
Man, that was like the craziest rounds. We were playing there with Chris Gulbranson. Real nice player, real good guy. Introduced me to, and I forgot to mention this, I think, or maybe I did mention it to you, Bryce, but the best chicken sandwich, sriracha chicken sandwich that you can have is at Bear Mountain in, it's called Jack's at Bear Mountain. Go check it out. Pretty damn good. I had them every day. I just went back and it's like a default. I just got that. PJ was my partner, PJ, and craziest round ever. So we play the first hole or whatever. Chris and I are probably pretty similar. Like I think we're, mid single, something like that, high single handicap. And then these like PJ and Lucas are just really good, both plus. And so we're playing first hole. I think we tied it or we went up +1 or something, feeling pretty good. And I hit my drive left, hit a decent shot in. I think I made par. Chris actually like knocked down a great birdie putt, and PJ's like on the left-hand side behind a tree on some straw, and the ball is probably a foot above his feet. So he like hits this like rope hook, and he can't see the pin. I guess Chris could kind of see it from about 130 out, crashed a 9-iron or pitching wedge into the pin, and it just like sat there, spun, and buried it for a 2. And we didn't know it went in, but Chris was like, I think that went in. And so PJ is like one of the best players I've ever played with. Like again, I didn't play that many holes.
We played.
Yeah, we played. So I played with Bryce's brother, Blake. So, but man, like his like, just one of the purest iron hitters I've seen. Like so good. So he thought that he had like roasted it past the green. He was like looking for it. There's hail everywhere. We can't see balls anywhere, right? So like Chris ends up knocking in his birdie putt from like 20 feet or something like that. PJ's going to buy beers. There's like a little beer hut like just off to the side of the green. And we were like, imagine it went in and this guy's going to buy beers when he's just made an eagle. And Chris was like, his ball's in the bleep hole, you know what I mean? And we're all screaming. We're like, PJ, it went in, it went in, it went in. And so like, anyway, because he wouldn't take my debit card. I was like, take my damn debit card. And like, luckily he took it just before he left. But one of the craziest shots I've seen with the conditions, the way that he hit it. And
awesome.
Obviously you saw it. There was like probably a half inch or an inch of hail on the ground, right?
Yeah.
So completely off topic, but pretty cool golf shot, pretty cool story to see in person. It was something, man. It was something. But you've also built for Dave Portnoy indirectly. Can you tell us that story? It's dual president.
So that one, that was during when the pandemic was going on, and his address got leaked. One of his video editors leaked his address, and my buddy had messaged me saying, you need to send Dave Portnoy a head cover. He's opening packages. He's doing all these unboxing videos. So I was like, yeah, okay, perfect. So I quickly made him a One Bite logo pizza head cover and mailed it off, and it got lost in the mail, so it arrived late. So I was freaking out because he was cutting off opening packages. He was getting way too many. He was getting done with it. And so I think it was his second to last or his last stream of doing them. And my package happened I was watching him tentatively every single time to make sure that if my package would show up. And it did. And he pulled it open and it said, do not open with a big ass knife, because this was when people were sending him knives and stuff. And he's just like cutting stuff open like crazy and cutting the stuff you send. So I didn't want him to damage it. And then he chirps me a bit for writing that on the package. And then he opens it up and sees the head cover. And then I posted it on my page as well, but I also have a photo here of him holding the head cover.
Nice.
That's pretty sweet, man. That's pretty cool.
For that. Was one of my first.
Did he drop like the name? Did he drop the brand?
Yeah, he said Hazel Golf Co.
Nice. I like
it.
I wish I would have put a note in there, him like chirping rigs or something, because then it probably would have got more attention than just him opening a head cover and then putting it to the side.
Yeah, if you ever need somebody new for the Daily Nine, so yeah, something like that. I don't know. You could find something, but he's like he was up, I guess, recently for the Boston series, Boston Toronto Blue Jays.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have heard this, but I guess like Blog TO got a hold. He had 20 something pizza places he was going to be checking out. I watched this YouTube video. So, and obviously he's got a, I don't know. He's got a past, right? We've all got a past, but he's like one of the big, one of the biggest celebrities right now. So he's had some difficulties. He's had some allegations made against him, stuff like that. A lot of stuff that's, unproven. And so I guess like Blog TO gets the idea of where he's going to be going to eat pizza. And they start calling up these owners and stuff and say like, do you know who this guy is and the stuff he's gone through in the past and stuff. So I'm watching this and I'm like, man, like, you're just essentially attacking somebody. Like there's no proof of any of this stuff. So he was just like, okay, I guess one person dropped out, one business dropped out or whatever. And then, so he gets this, he does the Dave Portnoy thing and he gets the girl on. She's like the lead editor from Blog TO and there's like a YouTube video. So I would say, go check it out. And at one point they're talking and she was just like, yeah, like we are just looking for like hate clicks essentially. So that's why we put it. And he was just like, damn, I hate that answer. It is such a good answer. And like, you know how he is, right? He's just like, because that's kind of like what they do at times too. Yeah. And he was like, I respect that answer so much. I hate it, but I respect it. It was a pretty cool thing to see. But yeah, having him kind of have one of your head covers. And then obviously there's like, he's supposed to be involved in like a match or something as well. I know that they were kind of talking about that, and his swing is
with Brooks.
Yeah, his swing's like, I think Brooks was going to play left-handed against him, right?
Yeah, he was going to play left-handed. Yeah,
it's rough, man. His swing's in a tough place. Like I think he would have a tough time against Brooks, like left-handed.
Oh, Brooks,
just roast him. Yeah. I think
Brooks is still driving at 300 left-handed.
I think that's what a lot of people don't realize too. Like just having the mental ability at that level, like with Brooks Koepka, to like, I don't know, once you kind of even turn that around, you can translate that to part of your golf game, right? So
Mhm.
no hope there, but I don't think so anyway. But I wanted to ask you, Matt. So somebody wants to get in touch with you. Somebody, you know, go over to @Hazel Golf Co over on Instagram. How do they get a cover made? Like, how does the process work with you?
Okay, so yeah, the process starts with a DM or an email. Reach out to me. My phone number's on there. You can text me an order as well. And yeah, we'll go through the process. I'll ask you said to send me a photo or like kind of a quick idea of what you'd like, and you can even draw something up. And then I'll quickly do up a rendering on the computer and ask you what colors and stuff you'd like, the base and the interior or the lining of it, and then do up a couple renderings, send you a couple to choose from, and then you pick and choose, make changes you need to make, and then I'll give you a date. Roughly 4 to 6 weeks is where I've typically been sitting at for my lead time.
Okay.
Just to be safe. Sometimes it's
Which isn't terrible.
No, sometimes it's right away. Sometimes it's closer to the end, but it's all basically on when I can get it done. And because I do this on the side, so I try and put as many waking hours as I can when I'm not at my regular job or not spending time with family. But yeah, it's basically 4 to 6 weeks, get it out the door to you, and hopefully on your bag.
Is it
pretty
just
quick.
you, or do you have?
Yeah, it's just me. So I have my wife and my mother-in-law was help me out when I have big orders, but about 99% of the time it's just me behind the scenes doing everything from the renderings to the invoicing to the sewing it all together and shipping it out. Sometimes the wife drops it off at the post office for me, but most of the time I'll do that on my way home from work.
You're deserved a lot of credit for that, because I know some people don't realize it's a lot of work.
It is a lot. Like sometimes it catches up to me when I just need a little break, but it's definitely thanks for appreciating that.
Well, yeah, Bryce knows. Bryce, you've been.
I'm on the opposite side of it though. I don't do any of the work, but Mac always yells at me for not doing any work, so I understand.
I never yell at you. I type in capital letters in text messages.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I was gonna use a swear word there, but we're PG, so I used
fairly PG. Fairly PG. That's not where I was going. I was saying Bryce almost went down this head cover route. Do you have it close by, Bryce? Yeah.
I don't know. I think I put it back over there. I can grab it quick.
Maybe we'll try and grab a photo. And Bryce, hold on. What we'll do is we'll get a photo and we'll post the photo of Bryce's cover that he made, homemade, and the Hazel cover, and we'll see if we'll put up a vote to see if we can pick up on which ones. Which actually, I hate to dig on Bryce.
I don't know where I put it.
No,
we'll get a photo.
We'll do we're gonna do an Instagram poll. Oh, there it is. Yeah, we're gonna do an Instagram poll and say, this is Bryce's cover, this is Matt's cover. Which one was made by the professional?
Mine was hand stitched though. So.
Actually, not bad though, eh, Matt? Like that's not
for hand stitched. That's dedication, because that would take a long time.
Yeah,
I was pretty dedicated. I made 2 of them, a 3-wood and a driver, but my 3-wood one, I messed up measurements. My 3-wood one fit on my driver, so I have one now.
What happened? Like the shirt just didn't fit anymore? Like you weren't working like
No, we actually went
khakis and the polo, so you just
there's a place called Hobby Lobby here, and they sell all these like fabrics. So I went and picked the fabric out. It's like a little 4x4 sheet.
Positive I have that same shirt from the Banana Republic that you chopped that thing up from.
No,
but might be. But yeah, it's how long, Matt, do you think? So speaking of like hand stitching everything, how long do you think from start to finish does it take you to build a head cover, like start to finish?
From just like not doing the renderings, just straight.
Yeah, like once you start getting your hands in it, kind of cutting it up, putting it together.
Probably on average, hour and a half around there.
It's not bad.
Maybe 2 hours. I've had some that have taken an hour, some that have taken up to like 4 hours. The 4-hour ones are pretty wild. Those ones your fingers get sore and you need to take a break here and there. But yeah, probably I'd say about an hour and a half, 2 hours in general time. Sometimes some embroidery files take over an hour to just stitch the image.
Yeah,
that'll
be Bryce's cover, like putting all the jewels and the diamonds and all that kind of stuff that he's gonna that he's gonna want on his cover. Yeah.
What's that called? Oh,
like embed. Is it No, it's not a
Bedazzled.
bedazzling.
Bedazzled.
Yeah.
Bedazzled.
The
I love how we all knew what I was thinking about, but
I was saying embezzling. Like I'm talking like embezzling my golf funds here, but bedazzling Bryce's head cover. That's gonna be like
sparkly.
a 5, 6, 7 hour cover, something like that to go with the
Oh,
wedding.
for sure.
And maybe
I don't need any bedazzling. It's
maybe
all
you'll
right.
have the square shoes to go with it, the custom square shoes. Maybe
Yeah, I should bedazzle my square shoes. That'd be
maybe
nice.
they'll come through with the wedding colors. But
Yeah, check on my car for the scope. Go. See that I'm finished through the low. No. Go ahead and count out the birdies so far. It's 3 in a row. 224 to the hole. No hybrid iron. I pull as a foe. They say that you drive for the show.
They say that you puff for the dough.
I mean, you do more than just head covers, correct? You're in. You do like the alignment sticks and the valuables pouches too. You were saying earlier.
Yeah. So I just added valuable pouches and alignment sticks to my arsenal.
Nice.
So I got mine that I carry. I've got my name on it here. I
Cool.
can do names and like logo.
That's sweet.
This one's magnetic, so I messed around with magnetic ones.
Do you like that?
Yeah, I actually don't mind the magnetics. It has nothing falls out of it.
Nice. What your other ones are drawstring, I assume?
Drawstring ones
okay.
as well. Yeah. So yeah, unfortunately I just shipped out one the one I was going to use as a sample. I shipped it out this afternoon, but yeah, drawstring pulls it shut.
Nice.
And then I have alignment sticks here. This is one I did for my buddy Dylan. I haven't mailed out yet.
we
So
talking about
talking about
practice.
talking about practice.
AI.
I like
And
that.
so yeah, I did this. So I offer this style where you can do something on the front and back, or there's this style where there's just the front side. Or this was a demo I did to kind of test different styles.
Cool.
And yeah, they fit nice and snug on the sticks. They coming off.
Oh, nice.
I was just looking through, Matt. Do you have any of these on the page right now?
No, I haven't officially
Gotcha.
posted them on my page. This is kind of like a breaking
Breaking news.
kinda deal.
Dun-dun-dun,
Breaking
dun-dun-dun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, we need some sound effects here on the pod. We need I just have to hit a button and
Need a
it's like,
soundboard.
Yeah, you need
Yeah.
like a soundboard.
yeah, exactly. That's the next thing. We got to write that down. Yeah, go over and use OTS Golf at manscaped.com. 20% off plus free shipping. Maybe one day we will get a soundboard if you do.
Yeah, just just miniature soundboard. Alignment sticks incoming.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Perfect.
Man, how did you do that so fast?
Like that.
That's not
That's-
bad.
Got an app
That
for
goes back to my my DJ days in the dressing rooms of hockey.
Sweet.
I
man.
always used to get on the DJ and say you're listening to Bryce Hetman Radio.
Yeah, on the Screws podcast, producer and DJ Bryce Yatman.
There you
Thank
go.
you. That was pretty cool. I did not expect that. So, yeah, I thought my like that wasn't bad.
Yeah, that was
It-
good.
It was not bad. Like it
good.
was, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta get like the Olympic sound or something in there too, and obviously,
I
like,
know. Or the Masters
the-
little
I was just gonna
tune,
say
the little
that the
jingle.
John Story Augusta National or whatever it is, get that going. Yeah, we're lucky. We've got like some of the best intro music in the game from Roy Blackroy. So anybody listening at this point, go check it out. Roy Blackroy, like Roy McIlroy, Roy Blackroy, does like golf rap and stuff. It's amazing. So we're so
Perfect.
lucky to use his stuff for the intro. It's really cool. Go check it out at Roy Blackroy over on Instagram. Matt, how's the golf game right now? How's things?
Hasn't been too bad. So I went for a little driver lesson about 3-4 weeks ago, and so I was hitting down a lot on my driver swing, so it wasn't generating as much. My attack angle is negative,
Right.
Mhm.
and so then I started hitting up on the ball, getting a positive attack angle, and then ever since doing that and then going into hitting my irons, I've been struggling with my irons currently because I'm trying to hit up on my irons, not compressing the ball.
Right.
Mhm.
It's been struggling with that lately.
Watch the Bryce video. Watch the Bryce reel. The compression is mine's not bad. I get up on my toes a little bit and stuff, but yeah, it's we talk a little bit about the game right now. It's up and down. It's up and down. I want to show you this, but
Just
we
clear
gotta-
the hips.
we need a better head cover for this thing. The stock head covers,
Coming.
like they're okay.
Yeah,
but,
is that mine coming through?
but here it comes. Here it comes.
There's
this
the
is-
righty head. Yeah,
This is
there
for
it
you,
is.
Bryce. This is right-handed. This is no good for me. Mine is in the bag. But yeah, new head here for Bryce going out. So
That's brilliant.
yeah, the game actually I shot I can't remember what I said the other day. 75, 76. It was a good round. I actually played really well. Had 3 birdies, no doubles, which was nice. At my course, that's tough. Only had 1 3-putt. 1 3-putt all
That's
day.
not too bad.
No, which at my course, really, really nasty greens. So the problem is I think I drove that green, or I was like just on the front left of the green. So those always hurt, but it's okay. Like it was like 311 downwind. But yeah, Bryce, you were saying like we were talking a couple weeks ago, Bryce? The game was like in good shape after your first round. Like
Really good.
You shot like +4 or something like that your first round, and like things were going well. The flat stick was rolling, and now Bryce is just turmoil. Like,
yeah, just a mental suitcase.
I got rid of the yip, so thank you, Paul Park.
That's good.
Paul Park, G-Pod Golf, always posting like reels and stuff like that. Past guest. I don't know if you know about this map, but G-Pod is like, I guess like
It's essentially a tripod.
It's a tripod. You just pop it in the ground, magnetic, stick on your phone.
I've seen those. Yeah.
Really, really sweet. Really good guy. Really good player. PGA Tour Latino America, PGA Tour Canada, I think this year as well. But he's always posting reels and stuff like that. So he's always helping out golfers too. Busy schedule, like pro golfer. And yeah, he was helping me out with a couple things. And yeah, so go check out G-Pod Golf in Paul Park. He helped me clean up a few things with my wedges, and I was even working on the flop. Like confidence was there yesterday. I was working on the flop at the end of the day.
Yeah,
so.
I saw the reel there. Yeah,
it was not bad, not bad. I am struggling out of the bunker a little bit, but it's hard right now, right? Like you go to the course, like where I am, it's kind of like Bryce had the same weather. I don't know what yours would look like right now, Matt, but sometimes you go, the sand is wet. The next day you go, it's light. It's like it's hard, right? It's hard to like work through that. So a little tough out of the bunker right now, but everything else, I think I'm doing okay. Putting's coming around. Always been a good putter. I was saying like I tried that arm lock. Like it was kind of like it's interesting though. Like I know you said you had rolled it like once before, but it's different. It's different. Very consistent.
So yeah, it takes some time to getting used to. That's for sure.
Super consistent. So
honestly, anything to change my putting, let me know.
Just
bring it over.
I'll bring you the left-handed arm lock putter.
Maybe I'll just start putting lefty. I don't know.
Hayes does it. Hayes from Overdrive does it.
My brother-in-law one year, he was playing really bad. He's a lefty like me, and he thought maybe I should be playing right-handed. So he played a whole year right-handed, and it was like, no, I just suck at golf, and went back to left-handed.
Wait,
he stuck it out for a whole year.
Basically, well, this is when he like first started golfing, so maybe like a whole year would be like 10 rounds, if that.
Yeah, but he just flipped and went right-handed.
Flipped and went right-handed and was just as bad, and was like around the stick left-handed.
just as bad. Good for him though, man. That's tough.
And my uncle used to golf left-handed, got into a car accident, messed up his knee, so he couldn't turn that way properly. So then switched to right-handed, but still putts left.
Okay, I know. I was saying like Brian Hayes from Overdrive does that. Hazy B. So he is a righty, putts left, I believe, or lefty, putts right, one or the other. So I feel like I roll it pretty good. That's one of the stronger points of my game, I'd say. But I feel like I can putt right, and the feeling's pretty similar. Sort of.
Yeah, I'm probably brutal on both sides of it.
I can I feel like I can hit an iron, I can swing a driver, but one thing I can't do is I cannot pitch the ball left or right-handed. Like it's just too much feel for me, and I just don't have it. I don't know, something about it. But Bryce, I haven't even told you this yet. We'll tell you before I let you go, Matt. I gotta have surgery on my left elbow. I know I mentioned that to you guys, mentioned that to you, Bryce. Yeah, I mentioned it to you the other day, and I went and saw the specialist the other day, and I guess I got a little arthritis. getting old, man. A little cyst in there because of it, and some loose impediments that are causing me to not be able to fully extend my arm. So the good news about this is it is my left arm, which is my trail arm. So it doesn't affect me too badly.
You're good to go.
The pain is like a 6. It's not that bad. And once I start playing, you don't feel it when you play. You feel it afterwards, right? Yeah. So by the time I get a surgery date, it's going to be November anyway, right? So
yeah, tape it up.
You'll be fine. 6 months of snow. So
yeah, exactly. So hopefully that all lines up well. Why I'm saying this live on a podcast is so I can use this now for months as an excuse.
Excuses? Yeah.
Exactly.
That's so strategical of you. I love that.
I'm going to edit this part out and I do not do any editing, so this is going to stay in. But the idea is just that, yeah, when you hear me complain about something, it's going to be
It's all in the elbow.
My left elbow.
It's not in the hips anymore, Happy. It's in the elbow.
Exactly, man. Exactly. So, Matt, anybody who's enjoyed the podcast here, anybody who's, I appreciate you sharing some personal aspects about yourself. We love that part of the, the pod, getting to kind of know people, getting like in touch. We create friendships here. It's great. Like you and I, Bryce and I, or you and Bryce and I, and yeah, I'm thinking of that Spider-Man meme where everybody's looking at each other. So
everybody's pointing at each other. Yeah.
It's a great friendship. That's we've been able to do it. This is this might be number 80. So pretty cool. And we were able to create a lot of friendships and stuff. So anybody who has enjoyed the pod, wants to get in touch with you, how can they do so?
Check me out on Instagram, Hazel Golf Co. Send me an email at hazelgolfco@gmail.com. You can reach out via those two things, and check out my page, get some ideas on what you'd like, or if you have something that's right out of left field, shoot me a DM and we'll make it happen.
I love
that.
Yeah,
just to tag on to that, it's awesome that you kind of do it all, because then people really get to know you on more of a personal level, and not just a company. They get to know who's behind the operation, and kind of get to talk to you personally, which I think is a fantastic idea, and the way your company runs, I think it's great.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
I don't know where I saw this, but I saw like something on social media where business owner like yourself was like made up a bunch of like business cards, and like said he was like the CEO of Google or something. I don't know, he's 25 years old, and then like the when people are starting to get angry, like you could call the line to like complain or whatever it may have been, and the number was on the card and it was like a Wendy's or something. So I was just thinking like I'll give you Bryce's number, so if anybody doesn't like it, you can just call Bryce and he'll be your quality control or something like that. And yeah, it'll work out, man. It'll be all right. But I can tell you, I'm pretty sure you're gonna like it if you hook up with Matt here, Matt Dyck. We're in conversation with Matt Dyck from Hazel Golf Co. And if you go over check it out, I think you're gonna like the chat. You're gonna like the cover. Nick Taylor does. Nick Taylor had it on the bag, so if you don't, then you're never gonna be on the PGA Tour. So I think that makes sense. But yeah, really appreciate that, Matt.
You lost me, but that's right.
Yeah, I was going somewhere. I'm like Michael Scott.
That's all right.
Sometimes I start a conversation and I just don't know where it's going to end. But really appreciate it. And if you are kind of searching through your social media, whatever it is, and you can't find Hazel Golf Co., go in the description below. If you're driving the car right now, go in the description below. When you stop, just click the link. It's going to take you right there. If you're on YouTube, same thing. Just at the bottom of the channel there, you'll see it. And go check our stories. And if that fails, get in touch with us and we will direct you in the right way. Thank you so much, Matt. Really appreciate this. This is a great episode, man. Really appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you for having me on. It's been a great pleasure and getting to share my story and my products.
Yeah. Hopefully some people come over and check it out, and look forward to our page, because Bryce and I are going to get some of these on our bag, I think, and I think they're going to be pretty cool.
They're in the works right now.
We've been saying what's in the bag for a little while, Bryce. We might actually have to do this thing.
Yeah, we can keep everyone on their toes for another few months, but
yeah,
I'm just kidding. Yeah, we'll get her done.
I can tell you the arm lock putter is not gonna stay in the bag. It's never gonna knock out the Scotty Delmar.
Yeah, I'll show everyone the collection of my putters that I've ran through that haven't worked. So,
all right, Matt.
Fills up a wall.
Yeah,
exactly. And I'll show everybody mine. It'll take me 4 seconds to show you my Odyssey number 9 and my 2011 Scotty Delmar Honey Dip Special Edition that will never come out. So. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much, Matt. Really appreciate it, man. This was great. And
no problem.
Yeah, we'll be in touch. And again, Hazel Golf Co. Go over and check it out.
He's out in my ball in the course, so I tee up. I lose the ball and I re-up. I miss a fairway, I probably end up in the ocean or maybe the beach. And I'm on a par 5 and I'm finna go reach it. Second was blind, I ain't see it. Feel like it might be an albatross, worst case scenario.